And hello from the Midlands of England. The venue for this match is Villa Park. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary box is Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Aston Villa up against Arsenal.
I'm excited, Derek. Really looking forward to this game. Come on, bring it on.
Here's how the lineup looks for Aston Villa. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free roll.
Here are the
Evening all,
for
Deepeye here. So yeah, after the Sod's Law incarnate that happened on Tuesday, we now have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down and move on to Aston Villa on Saturday. Should be interesting. I really hope that this doesn't derail our good form. I hope that the Wolves game was just a blip. There are going to be things that are sort of repercussions of what happened last night. For example, because Bernd Leno got himself sent off, we're now going to have to probably have Alex Runarsson in goal for the next 3 games. From what I'm hearing, it doesn't look like Matt Ryan will be ready for Saturday. But we got to back him. We got to back Runarsson. I know that he's raw and I know he's inexperienced, but we got to back him. I haven't heard any news about the David Luiz red card situation. So yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening there.
Oh, nice work to get past his opponent.
I haven't heard anything. I know that Arsenal have appealed it.
Well, couldn't quite find his
but
teamate.
That's neither here nor there of whether we're going to get whether that's going to get upheld or not. So I'd say for now we would assume that David Luiz will not be available, and that means Gabriel comes in, which isn't too bad, I suppose.
He made it look simple, really.
But it's going to be a tough game. I think our confidence will be slightly low because most of us will be thinking, how the hell did we lose that game? Some of us will be feeling hard done by. Maybe the players will be feeling like that as well. So I can imagine it's going to be difficult. I don't know. It's one of those ones. It's always the game that you don't want to play after you've had like a nightmare of a previous game. I think what this reminds me of is the 2015-16 season when we played Man United at Old Trafford and they had half their team missing. They were there for the taking, basically. And that was actually the debut of Sir Marcus Rashford, and he scored 2 that day, and they beat us 3-2. And then the following fixture, I think, was at home to Swansea. To be honest with you, I didn't actually watch the game, but my girlfriend, who is now my wife, lived literally just behind the Emirates Stadium. So when Bafétimbi Gomis scored the winner for Swansea, we heard the collective groan come from the Emirates Stadium, and that was kind of, for me, when the best chance of us winning a league since 2004 was gone at that point. And then obviously Leicester went on to win the league. But this is what it sort of reminds me of. It reminds me of one of those situations where it's a game that we were sort of expected to win. We didn't win and a lot of things went wrong, and now we're going into another game against a team that are playing really, really well. And they've got dangerous players. Grealish, Watkins, Douglas Luiz, Tyrone Mings. They've got a good squad. Dean Smith's got a good team there. So it's going to be tough. However, I do
Well, it's interesting.
remain in hope
What
that
might
we do
expect
bounce
from the
back.
hosts tactically in this game?
Well, Derek, if getting everybody
And I
behind the
hope
ball
that
works for you and
we
you
come
win the
out,
game,
we
the
come
coach
out
is
on
a
top.
genius. If
I mean,
not,
if we
well,
if
you
we play like
decide.
we did against Wolves in the first half, consistently without any hiccups, we probably will win the game.
Luis.
But
Here's
we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. In terms of the starting lineup, I think it's pretty much going to be the same lineup as it was against Wolves. I can't see Arteta changing it. I know there's people saying start Odegaard, start Odegaard, but we haven't seen enough of him to be like he has to start. The one thing I will say is that Pepe has to start because he's been playing so well in the last 2 games, and dropping him for Aubameyang would be a big mistake, and I just hope Arteta doesn't do that.
Well, here it is, a striker's bread
I also
and butter,
think
simple
that,
finish, but it's the
yeah,
positioning that
I
gets
just
him the goal.
don't think that it's a good idea to drop Pepe at this point. So yeah, Cedric will still be in for Tierney. Runarsson will probably come in for Leno.
The manager's showing signs
We'll
of
probably have the
frustration.
same
They need
centre-back
to
pair.
improve
We'll
if they're
probably
gonna
have
get something
Gabriel
out of this
coming in
game,
for
Derek.
David Luiz, unless the appeal goes well, which, as I said earlier, it probably won't. And then we will have Partey and Xhaka in the centre, with Smith Rowe as the number 10. Then probably Saka on the right and Pepe on the left, and then Lacazette up front, and Aubameyang will be on the bench again. As I say, I'd be very surprised if he benches Pepe for Aubameyang, because at the moment Aubameyang is just getting back into things. So yeah, it's going to be tough. The one thing I will say is that the defence needs to be on point on Saturday, because Ollie Watkins will punish the fuck out of us and Runarsson if we're not on point. Gabriel and Holding need to be top notch. And Villa Park is always a tough place to go. I remember even in the 90s, it was a tough place to go. They were a much better side than they are now then. During the days of when Dwight York used to play for them before he went to United, and Savo Milosevic and people like that, Dean Saunders, those type of players. That was when they were a force to be reckoned with. And I'm not saying no disrespect to them. They are a decent side now, but they were a different side then. And Villa Park was always difficult to go to. So it's going to be tough. Unfortunately, I don't think I can say that we're going to comfortably win this game. I think it's going to be close, and I can either see it be a 1-0 to either team, or a 0-0 or 1-1 draw. I know that sounds really like on the fence and not really definitive, but I can't put. I'm always going to back Arsenal, obviously, but I have to be realistic. That's what you get with this channel. You get realism. So yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough. So we shall see. Villa Park on Saturday, 12:30. We go again, and then we got Leeds after that.
With Ross Barkley.
We just got to see what happens, basically. That's all we can do.
Still could be dangerous.
But I am obviously hoping for an Arsenal win, and I will be supporting an Arsenal win, obviously. But yeah, let's see what happens. Until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you for the match review and player ratings after the game on Saturday. Take care. Epi, signing out.
They need to stick to the game plan and hope it turns around in the second half.
They couldn't maintain possession. Luis. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? And he clears it out of harm's way. What about the stoppage time situation? 2 minutes the word. Bukayo Saka. Not the pass he had in mind. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Alexandre Lacazette, not at his brilliant best.
Well, he's tried hard, Derek, I'll give him that, but his heart has ruled his head. Never clever enough today to find enough space to lose his marker. That's probably the major reason why they're losing this game.
And so the battle commences. And the free kick delivery, so very close.
Well, he'll think it's in. From that angle, it's just wide.
Traore. An attack full of promise. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. So the ball is rolling again. Arsenal trailing going into the second half. Will they come up with the right response? Bukayo Saka. Lacazette. And very deftly cut out. Good bit of pressing. Xhaka, and denied by the post. Well, pressing really high. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Good effort here. Well, decent save there. A corner to Arsenal. Will this be the catalyst for an equaliser? Played into the centre of the box. But the keeper takes command. Just the clearance that was needed. This could level it. Oh, he's missed it. He'll be kicking himself.
Well, he might have nightmares tonight when he watches that one back. Looked easy, but what do I know? I'm a fullback.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Over the touchline for a throw-in.
Well, over the last 15 minutes, Arsenal have dominated possession. They have the ball, they have control. Can they use that to produce an equaliser? The pressure's building.
Might be a chance here. Insufficient guile on the crossing front, you've got to say. Douglas Luiz. Barkley. And the counter looks on here. Options available. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Surely, and still a chance. And second time around, he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing.
Well, as we see again, Derek, the keeper's there to make saves, and he thinks he's done enough. But it just falls in the wrong place, and his team are punished.
A chance to revisit the goal. Well, a second goal for them here. Saka. He's going forward well here. Lacazette prepared to fire. And you need your defender to take charge. Good defending. Now, what can they produce on the flank? This looks promising. Dangerous looking attack. Douglas Luiz. Good defending to prevent the chance. So 20 minutes to go. Well, possibilities inside the box. Not a great pass. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Can they keep it going? And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. And they're making a change. Granit Xhaka. Now Lacazette. Martin Ødegaard. He continues his run. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Matty Cash. McGinn. It's with Trezeguet. Poor pass. Well, given that we're in the second half, and it has got a bit ugly from the scoreline point of view, what positives can you find, Lee?
Well, earplugs all round for those Arsenal players as they enter that dressing room. The coach is going to go ballistic. Lack of intensity, no real hunger, no passion in the game. Shocking at the back too.
And there the attack ends for now. Did well to win the ball back. Lacazette. Saka. And promising stuff from Arsenal. And still looking for space. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. Possession given away, unfortunately. Partey. Nicolas Pepe. Crossing possibilities. And a chance, Ødegaard. Not finished yet. Not quite yet. Still excitement left in the game.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging for someone to get on the end of it. And it's good, solid technique to get his header on target, but it's only because of the lack of challenge from the defenders. Really poor, that is, I have to say.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Watkins. Well, he's outplayed and outthought him. The ball back with Arsenal now. The final whistle and the Gunners go down. They've lost this game. No points picked up. Lee, what did you think of it?
Well, the players will be disappointed today, no doubt about that. A little off the pace, maybe a little bit unlucky as well. Need a reaction next time out for sure.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positively.
Well, clearly the difference between the two sides today. 2 goals, a really good performance, ran into the channel, did everything right. Absolutely, 9 out of 10.
And so the battle commences. And the free kick delivery, so very close.
Well, he'll think it's in. From that angle, it's...
Traore. An attack full of promise. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Good effort here. Well, decent save there. A corner to Arsenal. Will this be the catalyst for an equaliser? Oh, he's missed it. He'll be kicking himself.
Well, he might have nightmares tonight when he watches that one back. Looked easy, but what do I know?
Surely. And still a chance. And second time around he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing. Nicolas Pepe. Crossing possibilities. And a chance, Ødegaard. Not finished yet. Not quite yet. Still excitement left in the game.